And so there's some smoke over there. Is it okay? It's all right? Okay. So I've had a lot of people who have been asking me, what is it that we're supposed to do next? And, you know, the first thing I think that we need to do is really just remember that this whole thing is the result of the fact that we're all really independent thinkers. We're all, like, the Bernie Sanders community is what it is because we research, because we read, because we learn, and because we think for ourselves. And so, while I know that we're together and we're a movement, I do want to continue to encourage that because a lot of the messaging that's happening is essentially suppressing the fact that we actually have not just a right, but a responsibility to keep thinking. So that's the first thing I just want to say. I can tell you what I'm going to do, and you can think about that and ponder that, but then you should really just be exploring within your own heart and your own spirit the thing that's right for you, that stands for the principles that are important to you, and that is going to lead you in the right place. We're all in harmony in the space of love. We're all in harmony in a space of deciding that we are going to transform this world into the place that it deserves to be, into the place that we all deserve to be living into. And so we're going to make the right decision, but we need to be doing that honoring within our own selves the fact that we do have the ability to think for ourselves and decide for ourselves. Now, as far as myself, I personally have decided quite some time ago that if the Democratic Party blocked Bernie's nomination, and that is the way I see it, I do not believe that Bernie lost. I do know, as from all of the traveling that I've been doing, from all of the people I've talked to, from all of my friends, my vote, I believe, was cast from all of my friends, including my friend Ed right here, whose vote did not count. My friend Kendrick Sampson, whose vote did not, who was blocked from being able to cast his vote. Jay Ponte took 5 hours to cast his vote in California. I know what happened in this election, and I know that Bernie won, and that his position was stolen from him, and they blocked his nomination. And they did that to him, and they did that to all of us. They did that to millions of people across the earth, because this is a life or death election. This is a life or death election. Our planet is depending on what happens right now. And so many lives depend on what happens right now. The lives of so many human beings, and the lives of so many of the plant and animal species of our earth depend on what we do right now. So I had already decided that if they did actually end up blocking his nomination, that I was going to be throwing my support, heart and soul, tooth and nail, behind Jill Stein. Difficult. The possibility of her winning is very, very, very slim right now. While I recognize that, I believe that we have to hold in our hearts the possibility of her win. You cannot fight hard as hell to lose. That's not a fight that we can really get millions of people behind. But if we can see it, if we can see it in our minds, if we can hold it in our spirits, if we can experience it in our hearts, that win. Let me tell you guys a little story. My daughter wanted to learn soccer. I had never watched or seen a game of soccer, let alone play it. But in order for her to play, they had expanded the little league, and they needed a coach, and nobody else was stepping up, so I had to coach. Our first game, we lost that game. We got 1 goal. We lost 7-1. By the time we got to the end, we were the second place champions. The next year, we won. None of us had played. One person on the team had ever played soccer before. Things that seem impossible, they become possible once we do it. Like I said before, A decade ago, we would not have thought it was possible to have a black president. But that's what we got right now. It's like that quote, and I don't know it exactly, I should have pulled it up on my phone, that Muhammad Ali said, impossible is a big word, and this is not an exact quote. Impossible is a big word thrown around by small men who find that it's more comfortable and more easy to maintain the world that they've been given than to even imagine what they could create. Impossible is just a word. It's nothing. Once we hold within our spirits all that is possible, we are creators. We are the creative force. We are the makers of everything. We are all one. We are all connected. We are one spirit. The individuality is not real. Everything that we can imagine can be made possible. So right now, we have to pull ourselves together and we have to throw ourselves into Mission Impossible, and that is how we will accomplish it. And here's the thing. I've been having conversations with Jill Stein and with the Green Party leadership. And what I said to them is, ultimately, I said, I want to take the party over. That's what I said. I would like for you guys to have me come in and take the party over. And you know what they said, pretty much? Great! Because while we're sitting here fighting hard as hell to get this Democratic Party that doesn't give a flying fuck about us to actually embrace what matters to us, here we have a party that wants to be a party for the people. Here we have a party who wants the activists to come up in there and provide leadership and direction. We have a party that wants the social workers to come in there and help us understand what the needs are, the people are. They want the climate activists to get in there. They want us to come up in there, take it over, because the result is going to be the world that we all need and deserve. So there's no fighting. We don't even need to worry about fighting. We don't need to fight with the people who want to hold tight to Hillary Clinton. We don't need to fight with the people who want to run from Donald Trump. All we have to do is what Bernie did. Be a beacon of light. That is our job. It is our job to show everyone else what we already know. You got to remember that when you look at history, there were individuals who were wearing Confederate uniforms who had black skin. There were people who were fighting to maintain enslavement. That is no different than what's happening right now. But I bet you, anybody, even if they were black in that Confederate suit, that became free, were grateful to the people who were fighting on the other side. And when we secure the freedom for this entire nation, when we break the shackles off of everybody's ankles, everybody is going to be grateful. They may not say I was wrong, but they are still going to be so grateful that we did not give up the fight. So don't let anyone discourage you. Remember the person that's standing on your left right now. Remember the person that's standing on your right now. Remember that those people are fighting with you no matter where in the world you may be tomorrow. We are not alone. We are all together. We are fighting. We are not drowning. We are fighting. We are powerful. We are incredible. We are amazing. We are creators. We are stars. And we are going to transform this world. We are doing it right now. At this moment, we are feeding the hungry. We are housing the homeless. That is what we are doing right now, in this moment, together, in our unified and powerful spirits. The power of love is a force to be reckoned with, and that is what we are working with. I love all of you. We are going to get together with the delegates. We are going to celebrate the fact that we are winning, and we are winning. Whatever happened over there is not a reflection of the power that we have gained. We are winning. We are winning. We are changing the world. We are transforming the world together. And And it's going to happen. And the one last thing I want to say, and I continuously reiterate this, and I just think it's so important, and I want to just say it again. And if you hear me another time, you're going to hear me say it again. The transformation that we envision, it is really our responsibility to make sure that that transformation happens while we are alive. When we hand the world over to the children that are alive right now, it has got to be the beautiful world that we have been envisioning. We cannot hand them more work. We have to get this shit done. We have to see it. We have to see it happen. That is our job. It is up to us. We have to make it happen. Are you with me? It's up to us. Let me hear you say it's up to us. We will win. Sada Shakur said, it is our duty to fight for our freedom. I want you to say it with me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We will.